Oh my goodness, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way up.
It's time for the big reveal today. I'm here with Maino, of course, and Dr. Gina Paige, the co-founder and president of African Ancestry, is here. And we have seen your work over the years on we've seen people understanding what their lineage is. Can you, before we get to it, because I mean, Maino, you waited a couple of years.
I waited
a
3
few more
years,
minutes
man.
won't matter.
It's not been 3 years.
2, definitely 2.
It's my fault though. We
Yeah, it
took
is.
these tests like a long time ago.
Yeah.
And we wanted to coordinate because I wanted you to come up here to actually reveal to us our lineage.
Right. So let me ask you: is this only give us our African lineage? Does this tell us if we part, Latin, if we part Caucasian? Like, does it tell us that too?
So the test you took traces your mother's line going back 2,000 years. So I'm going to tell you the ancestry of the 4 mothers that came before you. Your
The
4
fathers?
mothers. No,
The 4 mothers.
I mean FORE.
4 mothers.
Yeah,
Okay, got it.
All
got
of
it.
the mothers that came before you.
Really?
And
Now-
where they were prior to, however far back you know. How far back do you know? Your mother, your
I just
grandmother.
know my mother and my grandmother.
And where was your grandmother from?
St. Thomas.
Okay, so before St. Thomas.
Oh wow.
That's what it
And
is.
just think, I want to, and to your point, Dr. Gina Paige, when we went to St. Thomas, it actually was very incredible for Maino to find some family members that he had never met before.
That's right.
And so things like this matter a lot, right? Can you talk to us about that?
Absolutely. So there's so little that we do know. So much was lost when our ancestors were stolen from the continent, and it was intentional. They it was absolutely intentional to disconnect us from everything that makes us who we are. Our names, our languages, our families, and even the ability to honor our ancestors. And so we don't know, even so many of us can't get past our grandmother or our great-grandmother unless you do some genealogy research. But we weren't even recorded as people.
Right.
With names and families and livelihoods. So when you trace your roots back to Africa, it's like you're building a bridge between what you know here or in St. Thomas and where that ancestry was before the slave trade. And it's imperative. You said on the phone, I need to know who I am.
I need to know
who I am.
Yeah.
And knowing where you're
Yes.
from is critical
Absolutely.
to knowing who you are.
I want to also, and just so you know, his brother Mouse is even here. This is his first time ever coming up.
That's
okay.
my brother. It's my real brother.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So he
Allegedly.
figures like, you know how when you're with somebody, you're like, I'm going to let her get tested, and then that's how I'll know.
Right.
Right. So he let Maino
Right.
get tested so he could figure out
Right.
his lineage
This
also.
is a big day for us.
But it is. And a couple more questions before we get to the big reveal. So there's different types of DNA testing, but this one, I think what's important, because people do not like the idea that their DNA is being used or the information for other things, especially right now. We're so cautious of what the government is doing with our information. So can you just tell us the process and then what happens with the swabs that we actually sent in, the samples?
I can. So African Ancestry is completely different than any other company in the industry. First of all, we're Black owned and Black founded. So a Black scientist is behind this work. We focus on Africa. Like, we focus on Black people. We are here to help Black people transform the way we view ourselves and the way we view Africa, because that's important too. And so we have 2 tests. One traces your maternal line, mother to mother to mother to mother. There's a special part of your DNA, mtDNA, that does that. And then the other test traces father to father to father to father. Only men or those assigned male or intersex at birth can take that test.
Right.
But we didn't send you that
Why not?
test because 35 out of 100 Black men get a European result.
Let me get my
Wow.
result.
Okay, well, I didn't want to come on
No,
here and tell
no,
you
it's
that
all right.
you're. So
You tell me
that's why
if
we
you
did.
came on here and told me I was a white man, okay, like I would have had to deal with those repercussions.
Yeah, but
People get very disappointed.
they
I'm not
get
gonna
very
lie.
disappointed.
I'm
Listen,
not
and we're just
afraid.
meeting. I
No,
wasn't
it's
about
okay.
to.
No, it's all right. I'm not.
And
So,
I
yeah.
just and for people listening, For Dr. Gina Paige, you've done a lot of celebrity reveals, and they get very emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, Oprah, John Legend. You did Chadwick Boseman.
I'm starting to feel emotional now.
Right, as you should. Condoleezza Rice.
Yep.
So I just want to make sure that people understand, like,
that we destroy the DNA. I didn't get to that part.
too.
You still got some of mine?
Nope, it's gone.
You're going to need a little bit because I want to go with my father lineage. You know
Okay, well, you'll have to do it again.
You have to do it again.
Because we're the only company that destroys it.
Okay.
And
that's a relief.
Yes, and it should be because we understand the importance of the value of our DNA. And other companies, they cost less than ours, but they use your DNA, they monetize it on the back end for research and everything else. We don't do that.
The Department of Correctional Services in New York State has mine already.
And a lot of women.
You know what? Can we shut her mic off? No, for real. Your mic need to be shut off.
But that's the other thing is that when we're born, the hospital has our DNA.
Right.
When you give blood, when you do a urine test, when you're in the military. So, it's important to understand what's going to happen with your DNA, but you shouldn't let fear of what's going to happen to it be the reason that you don't get very valuable information.
Okay. You're right about that.
Fear. That's what I'm saying.
I know you're not.
I want to know it all.
Okay, I want to know. All right, so Maino, we'll start with you because you're...
Yes.
Woo, I'm so nervous for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you black?
Aren't we all from Africa?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So now we'll be able to find out your tribe.
Where.
Okay.
So we're the only company that can tell you the country and the ethnic group. So we're not giving you any percentages.
I need to know. Let's know.
So we found your mother's ancestry in the country of Nigeria.
You're Nigerian?
And
I've
what
been
do you
in Nigeria because I've been there.
Okay.
And I felt like some energy. You understand? Like when I got there. No, we Nigerian, bro.
Okay, but within Nigeria, we found matches with your maternal DNA in two groups. So what we do is we take your DNA and then we look for matches elsewhere in the world. Right. And we found matches with your people, your DNA among the Yoruba people.
Ooh, okay.
And what's interesting about the Yoruba to me is that they have this spiritual system that spans 3,000 years. And it spans several continents. So there are Yoruba communities in Nigeria, in Brazil, in Cuba, Puerto Rico, here in the United States. And it's passed through oral tradition. So you're a rapper. It's passed orally. It's not written. Okay. So everything about the religion is passed on that way.
So I'm sorry. Just let's go slow. So
okay.
It's Nigerian descent.
The Yoruba people living in Nigeria today.
But that doesn't mean that the people that my mother's actually came from Nigeria. They could have been in another part, but of that descent. Right?
Well, the people who we found matches for with you have said that they're indigenous to what we call Nigeria today. So yes, they could have many thousands of years ago, but today, if you were to go to Nigeria, in theory, you could find a Yoruba person that shares your DNA.
And how do we identify a Yoruba person?
You could go to South.
How does it? Do they have distinct features?
No, I don't know that they have distinct features, but they do have distinct cultural traditions. Okay. And so that's what I wanted to tell you about. But you wouldn't be able to identify them necessarily by face. Okay. You'd have to travel to where they live in the southwestern part of Nigeria.
Got it.
Okay. I'm writing all this down for you.
So one of the things about the Yoruba is that they have this concept of Ori. And Ori is basically your divine consciousness, okay, and your destiny. And so they believe that if fate challenges you, aligning with your Ori through discipline and good choices can transform you. Right. And I feel like that's what you've done.
Absolutely.
With your life. There's another concept that relates to you called Egbe. And Egbe is a brotherhood or a collective that shares or represents a shared purpose. And the Yoruba see life as relational, so that it's important to build community, to uplift and mentor each other, which is what you do with your group.
That's right. That's right.
Right?
Would that mean that his brother and he
Hustle hard.
have the
Hustle
same?
hard.
Right. Everybody who, do you have any other siblings that you share your mother, the same
we
mother?
have a little brother.
So your little brother, this is for him, the same as for him. Your mother, your aunts and uncles, your cousins, your grandmother, her siblings, everybody who is a descendant of your grandmother and her mother shares this same result.
Wow.
Now, we also found matches for you among Fulani people.
Oh, Fulani. Okay.
And they're in Nigeria also. The Fulani are nomads. So they've traveled all across Africa from the Sahara to the Sahel.
My brother's like a nomad. He travels.
This brother?
Yeah, that's him.
So as it relates to you, and my maternal ancestry is also Fulani, so we cousins now.
We could be related. Are we related?
We could be.
Cuzzo.
Distant
we could
cousins. You've been finding all kind of family members, which I love for you.
Really?
So the Fulani have a code of conduct and dignity that's called Pulaku. And with Pulaku, they emphasize self-control, patience, courage, modesty, and respect.
I'll give you half of those.
And they say that they believe that real power isn't in revenge, but in restraint. And that patience restores your name.
All right. Well, you have to work on some of that.
Well, leave me alone. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
Welcome
much.
to the African Ancestry family.
Wow.
So I have some gifts for you.
We
No,
really,
Maino.
we really cousins. It's crazy, though.
So
So
I
you
brought
had this,
you
you
this.
had this information for 3 years.
I brought you a Yoruba hoodie.
Yay. Oh, that's so nice.
I think we'll have to send you. Maybe you can give that one to your
wow.
brother.
Thank you.
And we'll send
No,
you
give
another
this
one.
one. What size is this?
It's an XL.
Oh, he can't fit this. This is my
Okay.
size.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And then this is your certificate of ancestry that welcomes you to the African Ancestry
Oh,
family.
wow. Wow.
I know that's right.
Wow.
I'm proud of you.
Living in Nigeria. Oh, my God. I'm Nigerian.
Yeah,
Yep.
you are.
I've been to Nigeria before. I had a show there.
A lot of people in Nigeria.
Well, I've been to Lagos.
You know, what do you think about people that don't like the term African American? Like, I've heard people say, well, I'm not, I'm black and I'm American, but I'm not African American. What would you say to that?
Well, I say that identity is a constantly evolving narrative of self, and you get to be whoever you want to be. I'm African American.
Like, I'm not worried about you.
And I'm black.
Because
I'm all of the above.
Maino was like, well, what if you find out you're not black? I'm like, look, we're all from Africa. Like, everybody.
Yeah. And so black is a social construct anyway. It's not not genetic.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right.
So-
Let's see
Yeah, let's see.
what's going on with Angelina.
Angela Yee. So we traced your mother's people. And how far back can you go with them?
Only my grandparents.
Okay.
Again, both of my mom's parents were from Montserrat in the West Indies.
I love this because a lot of times people ask me, well, what if you're from the islands?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm
That's
like,
where
yeah,
I
I'm
think
like,
we got there.
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's
From Africa.
the ship stopped there
Yeah.
first.
Right.
So I appreciate that you guys are both from the Caribbean
Right.
and you understand.
Ooh. Okay, Mouse. He's excited. All right. I'm ready for mine.
Okay, so Angela, we found your maternal ancestry in Nigeria too,
Okay. Cousin, I knew it.
but
What tribe she
a
from?
totally different tribe.
Okay.
So your tribe is the Kanuri people, and Kanuri is Kanuri. In
Okay.
fact, look, this is how you spell it right here.
Oh, I got my I am
Kanuri.
Kanuri, period.
And so the Kanuri are the descendants of one of the oldest, most powerful empires in Africa.
You hear that?
They're more powerful than my people?
Yeah. The
makes
Kanem
sense.
Bornu Empire. And it lasted from the 9th century to the 19th century.
Okay.
So a very long time. They practice Islam, Sunni Islam, which is the largest
Sunni
branch
Islam.
of
Okay.
Islam. So what I love about the Kanuri is that girls were taught So they were educated. They learned the Quran and they learned Arabic literacy. And so then they were able to become teachers and scholars. And in many communities, the women weren't allowed to be. Exactly.
We were bosses back then.
Exactly. And then the other thing that's cool about the Kanuri women is that they're entrepreneurial.
Okay, we like that.
Yep. So they're known for economic independence and also craftsmanship.
Okay.
So things like fabric arts, weaving and dyeing, trading in local markets, and then home-based businesses.
Okay.
So you come by what you do and the spirit of what you do, quite honestly.
I like that.
And then I wanted to share with you, there is a very prominent Kanuri attorney. Her name is, I'm going to butcher it, but it's Hawa Ibrahim. And she's a human rights lawyer. So she defends women who are accused of crimes and get these extremely severe penalties. It could be like they've killed their child, infanticide, but because of being raped. It could be because of adultery. And the penalty is death by stoning. And women are disproportionately punished severely.
They still doing this?
They're still doing
That's
it
wild.
Where's this happening
Any type
at?
of death by stoning.
in Nigeria.
Wow.
Hitting them with bricks.
I don't know, stones.
That's
some kind of
awful.
stuff. So she has been very successful at defending women and turning some of these practices around so that they're not killed for things that don't make sense, that don't require death.
Wow. See, I like that. We're bosses.
Yep.
All right. So Kanuri, so he has two. I just have one.
Right.
Okay.
Which is, it's neither.
That's
here nor
fine.
there.
Yeah, that's fine with
Exactly.
me.
And so, I feel like it's been a long time coming.
Yes, it has.
For even longer than you had to wait. I waited even longer. It was very important to me. And I'm glad that Mushadat connected us. And
Yay, I
welcome
love
to the
her.
African Ancestry
Thank
family.
you.
Now, we have some other notables who share your ancestry.
Really?
So, Lenny Greene from the Quiet Storm.
okay.
He's the only other person that we found that's Kanuri.
Oh, wow.
So
Really?
he's your Kanuri cousin.
They could be.
I'm rare.
Right.
And then for you, the actor and director Jeffrey Wright.
Oh, that's a big
He's
deal.
Yoruba.
Jeffrey Wright.
Yeah, he was in
American Fiction. was it?
American Fiction. Yep, most recently. And he's
He's super talented.
He's in the Denzel and
Oh yeah,
Spike Lee movie.
the one with A$AP Rocky,
I didn't see that yet.
Okay.
and he was in the Broadway play. Why am I feeling? All right, I got to look it up.
Right.
Was it like Top Dog?
And then Chef Carla Hall.
Really?
She's Yoruba.
Okay, I got her cookbook in the house.
And then I'm your Fulani cousin,
Right, you
but
my
also Anthony Anderson, comedian
Really?
Anthony
I know,
Anderson.
yeah.
We trace to the Fulani.
Okay, let me find it.
So we all related. So this tribe, they still exist right now.
Yeah,
I
there's
feel
a
like we
strong
need to
Yoruba community here in New York for sure.
Really?
We need a trip to Nigeria. Yeah, that's it. He was in Top Dog Underdog. That's right. Okay. Yay.
The Yoruba and the
Nigerian,
Fulani.
So, Maino, now that you know this, do you feel different?
No, I don't feel different. It makes me want to still complete the search. Was on my father's side. You
Okay.
know?
So that's next. Unfortunately, we destroyed your DNA, so you got to do it again.
Yeah, we gotta do it again.
So 2 more years, we'll be back.
It shouldn't take. How long does it really take?
That was my fault. It was my
takes
fault.
6 weeks.
6
So we
weeks to
had
turn
your
into 3 years.
results. 6 weeks.
Right, 6 weeks later.
And she did, and I will say,
So you was trying to reach out to her? You couldn't get her, right? She acts like
busy.
that.
well, the Kanuri people are very busy people. You have to understand where we really have a lot going on. It's not a lot of us.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
But I just want to ask you, like, in your experience, what have you seen, like, from after people got their results? What are some really unique things that you've seen happen afterward?
People have written plays. They've written books. They've traveled, of course. That's not that's not unique. But
Yeah.
when traveling, they've started philanthropic organizations in the countries that they share ancestry with. Some people have lobbied Congress on behalf of the countries that they share ancestry with. My favorite thing is when parents do it for their children.
Right.
Because our kids are educated in these multicultural environments where the schools are insensitive. They'll say, we're going to have an ancestry day. And then the black kids are like, oh, what am I supposed to say? You know, a parent will grab some kente cloth, and that's cool. But when the kids know, you can just see it on their faces.
Right.
They have this same sense of pride that an adult has. So there are all sorts of things that people do, and you know, share it with their families, because it's not just for you. It's
Right.
for everybody who came before you and who will come after you.
I'm so excited. So look, you know, my dad is Chinese. Now I wonder if I try to do that, would I be able to trace anything from that side?
So you can't, I think that's me.
Yeah.
You can't trace you have to be a man
Oh,
to
yes,
trace.
right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Only men can do that.
And we wouldn't even really recommend it because you already know
Right.
what it is.
Yeah.
So if you took one of those other kinds of tests where they did percentages, then that would show up. But
Okay.
but we don't
Y'all don't do the
operate in that.
percentages,
No.
right?
Oh, well, this is exciting. Well, I'm so appreciative that we made this
Yes,
happen and that
yes,
you.
thank you.
I feel like
very
now I have to do some research because I've never
Right.
even heard of the Kanuri tribe. I've heard of the Yoruba.
You heard of that?
Yeah.
You heard of us?
Yeah. I feel like that's pretty
Listen,
popular.
No, but you heard of us.
Yes, I've heard of you.
Yeah. The most shady. Yeah.
At any rate.
Yes.
So this is definitely something that I feel like I'm excited to research. So thank you so much.
You are very
It
welcome.
feels good, but it is like a different
Thank
type
you.
of sense of like being able to know that
Yes,
and let people
yes.
know.
You want to know where you're from. You want to know, you know, your roots, your ancestry, where you come from.
And especially with things being erased, that they are
That's
the
right.
way that they are today, our history, like it doesn't matter. I was looking at this conversation where somebody was talking about if it wasn't for slavery, y'all would be living in huts and like what? Like
Man, come on.
it's so infuriating, but at the same time, like you never could let people infuriate you to the point where you're angry and feel stagnant. It's just really like something that has to fuel you to make sure that you know we're outside, like doing the things that we need to do with each other, for each other, like uplifting each other and ourselves too, because that's what people want. They want to like squash your whole.
And that's why when you know who you are, you stand taller, and your roots, now you have some roots that you're aware of. And so the wind doesn't blow you any old kind of way. People saying stuff about your people would have been in huts doesn't faze you because you know that that's ignorant. Everything that we use and know today comes from Africa.
And I love it. Well, thank you so much. And how can people also, if they want to find out their African ancestry, how do they do that?
We're online at AfricanAncestry.com, and we're on all the socials at African Ancestry.
All right. And it will take you 6 weeks. I know it took me a long time, but that was my fault. Thank you, Mashuda. We appreciate you. And thank you so much, Dr. Gina Paige. I feel good today.
Good. I'm glad.
It's way up.